12 Long Island.
Well, tonight a fight to help some discharged veterans get the benefits they need to transition back to civilian life.
News 12 Long Island's Eileen LaPalmer has that story.
It was my job to, watch people dig bodies out of the ground and then take pictures of their faces.
30-year-old Christopher Goldsmith of Belmore says he felt there was no way out. In 2007, he had already served one tour of duty in Iraq and was about to be deployed on a second.
I just couldn't manage my symptoms of PTSD, and suicide felt like the only answer.
Goldsmith says the military didn't respond well.
They interpreted my suicide attempt, instead of as a cry for help, as an act of misconduct. And they saw fit to kick me out of the military with a general discharge.
There are 5 types of discharge from the military. Only honorable gets you full benefits. Goldsmith is now fighting for a Fairness for Veterans bill that would allow those with general and other than honorable discharges to appeal the decision. Goldsmith says when he returned home in 2007 that VFWs and American Legions were not as welcoming as they are now to veterans who had less than honorable discharges.
Today, VFW and American Legion are not as rigid as they once were, and they're actually helping a lot of guys to upgrade their discharges.
The current bill is pending in the Senate. Congressman Lee Zeldin also working to get a companion bill introduced in the House.
For us to be able to diagnose and treat the mental wounds of war is something that would provide much needed and well-deserved service for our vets.
Folks who get kicked out of the military are more likely to be homeless. They're more likely to suffer from substance abuse problems. They're more likely to suffer from the untreated physical and mental wounds of war. And ultimately, they're more likely to die by suicide.
The proposed legislation also has the support of Congressman Peter King, Congresswoman and Senator Kirsten Gillibrand. Now, veterans advocates estimate there are currently 100,000 veterans living home now without access to all of their benefits because they were unfavorably discharged due to conduct related to post-traumatic stress disorder or traumatic brain injury. Colleen.
Okay, thank you, Eileen. Well, a program designed to help local veterans struggling with PTSD could soon become available nationwide. Said Congressman Lee Zeldin wants to expand the PFC Joseph Dwyer Peer Support Program. Now, the program is named in honor of Mount Sinai native and Army combat medic Joseph Dwyer, who lost his struggle with PTSD in 2008. The peer program is currently offered in Suffolk and in more than a dozen other counties in New York.
Doesn't matter whether you live on the east end of Long Island or you live in the middle of nowhere in Idaho. You should be able to find that peer support in your home community.
And again, Congressman Zeldin plans to introduce the measure in Congress next week.